headlining on the dailies. ODM boss beaten up in political thuggery. Another case of political violence again this week. Remember what happened in Migori on Monday. Now this is Thursday. Another case of a headline talking about violence with regard to political campaigns, or rather the run-up to the party primaries. Now, to help us discuss these headlines this morning, we're privileged to have Boni Halwale, Senator Kakamega County, on my left, and on my right, Kimani Wamatangi, Senator Kiambu. We're still hoping that maybe one or two more gentlemen could be joining us as we continue with this news review this morning. But let's start off with these scenes witnessed yesterday at Orange House when nominated Senator Elizabeth Ongoro went to protest what she alleged was a mistreatment against her by the party. She claims that her name is missing from the list of those who are supposed to be taking part in the party primaries. But she arrived there with a group of goons who ended up roughing up some of the party officials. Now, some of these things, even if it is within the party, surely, should this be allowed? Baraboni Halale, let's start with you. However offended you may be,
democracy did not start in Africa. Democracy is an alien thing, and as we try to practice democracy, we forget that where it started, there are no primaries in the UK at all. In the UK, people sit and they say, as far as we are concerned, the people of the Labour Party, for Kakamega County, the person to represent us in the party would be Halwale.
So the party agrees?
The party agrees. Then they send another candidate to another unit, and so electoral unit, and so on and so forth. But here we pretend that you can have democracy, internal democracy, national party democracy. It's extremely difficult. I have gone through 4 general elections, and I can confirm to you that I have never witnessed internal party democracy. It's fight after fight. So this does not mean that the youth who accompanied Senator Ongoro were goons. No, far from it. Those were her supporters, youthful supporters. I wish you would look at...
suggest that now we're just starting, that these are the scenes that we will
you're going to see a lot of them, especially since Bishop Wamatangi is here, who believes that Jubilee is a very holy party. You'll be shocked what you'll see when Jubilee goes for primary. So this is it. We just accept it.
Well, do you think that even your party will suffer this thing?
Well, I know in another forum I said, and I think really, Fred, we must look at history to predict the future. and the ODM has the unique distinction of having the special preserve of having real stocks of violence to unleash at any one time.
Senator, it's not even 3 weeks we were watching violence at Jubilee forums.
I'll tell you why I say so. You know, that may have happened spontaneously in one function.
Not one. It happened in Nairobi, it happened in Murang'a, Kirinyaga, and
even twice. But I'll tell you, I said history. And remember Fika, remember Kasarani, Men in Black, remember Uhuru Park, remember Stadium, remember Gong Road. I mean, this is the way it is with ODM. And
but when and in the case of Fika, there was no ODM senator.
You know,
let's be fair.
You know, it's the same guys, but that time they are wearing different hats. One of the things, and probably Senator Halwale has to put it better than that, is these guys, what they have done is they have found a way of trying to elevate the stature of goons, you know, by dressing them well, but with a clear script. Of course, the dictionary description of a goon is one hired to terrorize, but they have a special edict and a raised stature, because you can see, look at the guys in the newspaper there, they're dressed in nice suits, in ties. When they come to approach you and you remember the men in black, you don't suspect that these are guys who have been hired to come in and unleash terror. And I know you wanted to refer to those other cases, but remember just the other day what happened in Migori, including shooting. Yes. And when my good brother here, though he calls me a bishop, holy, and I'll tell you,
and exactly, because his claim was that you will say that this is a preserve of the opposition,
in Jubilee.
that it cannot happen in Jubilee.
In Jubilee.
Yet, this week, I hosted your colleague Senator Beatrice Elachi,
yes,
and she was speaking about a Jubilee event in Dagoretti South,
yes,
which was specifically for Jubilee, but her opponent, or rather goons, were used by some of the aspirants there within the party to harass other aspirants.
It is not that.
So
the difference is this.
Violence.
No. That on one side it is official. On one side it could be practiced by a few individuals.
What do you mean when you say one side it's official?
I mean, one side it is party sponsored. It is all the way down from the top. It is known that this is the modus operandi. This is the mode of operation.
I don't think I want to discuss what he's saying.
No.
Let me discuss the headline. I want to congratulate Senator Ongoro. You see, it was by dint of force that the party honkers of ODM refused to allow for a primary in Ruaraka. So they forced it and said, we're big people, we shall use force and give the certificate to TJ Kajuang. So, as they say, power respects only one thing. Power respects power. So the lady, yes, the lady has also come with force, and I can assure you, if she just remains faithful to that cause,
Senator, you're
wait a minute. If she remains faithful to that cause, that if people are going to use force in head office, she uses force on the ground. I can assure you the party leader of ODM is going to order that the nominations take place.
Senator Harwale, you're speaking as the deputy party leader for Kenya.
Yes.
A very senior ranking member of the NASA coalition.
Yes.
And you're saying that aspirants should actually use force.
No.
To get what they want.
I am addressing case by case. It was bad manners for ODM not to allow Ongoro to be said to be decided by the people. So because they used a few people at the top, she's showing them that I have a lot of people at the bottom. And rich people like Wamatangi, when they see our youth, they call them goons. Those are our supporters. In fact, if you come to Kakamega, you are going to see very strange people. Your children can actually end up calling them mad people because they come in their traditional bullfighting clothes, and you can think those are mad people. Normal guys, normal voters. You know. So Ongoro,
but surely, Senator, I want to hold you to your word.
Yes.
Because we've seen violence even in Kakamega when Moses Wetangula was launching his presidential bid sometime last year. Yes. Are you saying that some of these people are justified because they're pushing for something?
No.
That even what we saw in Migori early this week, because of the governor from Migori felt offended that he was using force to defend his territory. That this is right during this electioneering period.
If you want to compare, then what took place on 2nd of April 2015 in Kakamega is, in 2016, is comparable to what took place in Migori. And I was very happy that what took place in Migori did take place, for the reason that now the shoe was on the other foot, because when ODM attempted to disrupt the launch of Senator Wetangula in Kakamega, they saw nothing wrong with it. Now that Obadon then attempted to disrupt the launch of Achilo Ayako, the shoe was firmly on the other foot. It is a clear lesson to ODM that they must allow the people to decide. This is the biggest, most popular party in Kenya. It should allow people to decide. The moment they take shortcuts, then other people will take shortcuts to remind them that you can form a political
But
party.
it's still not justified.
It's not justified.
Yes.
But
Because we run the risk of encouraging violence.
That's what I was saying. You see, as Senator Halwale actually refers to it, when ODM attempts to disrupt this, or when ODM attempts to disrupt the other, ODM, not the individuals. That's what I'm saying. That like when they were trying to disrupt the launch of Moses Wetangula's bid, I mean, it was official. It was official violence, known from the top by the party. You know, your machinery and structure.
And the police.
That this is how this is going to happen.
Well,
so,
gentlemen, because there's no ODM senator here to represent the party and defend the party's position, I think we should end that conversation. It is a barrage of accusations against one party.
Not only ODM, but
you assume that Ford Kenya and Jubilee
that has also stepped into
immune
NASA
from violence.
You know.
Let me tell you, it is not the case. Even in Fort Kenya, we have our share. Last weekend, at the Bungoma residence of Senator Wetangula, the aspirants and party officials of Trans Nzoia came visiting, came calling to sort out differences. And they fought in the compound and broke the thermos flasks of Wetangula and poured tea all over the place. So it's the problem is the leaders of political parties. Let the people decide. It is Matiba who said it. Kenneth Matiba got it right in 1992 when he told people that always in politics, let the people decide.
Now, on the question of letting the people decide, that one, Halwale, we are together for letting the people decide. And that is why we as Jubilee, we have firmly decided. Our primaries will be decided at the ballot.
By the people.
By the people. There are no direct nominations. And because now all of you are in NASA, and NASA is the big hat that you are wearing. And one of your biggest brothers is ODM.
Yes.
And their bad manners definitely is a major influence in NASA. The only thing that we can hope is that this is not going to be the way that you are going to dictate how opposition politics is played out by officially using violence.
Let's now take a break. When we return, we'll discuss other headlines which are related to the party primaries as well.